is Sarah, and this is episode 6 of Sarah's Creative Corner, and I am here to catch you up on all the things that I have been working on. I feel like this week has been kind of another off week with my knitting. Just been really busy with work and just transitioning with new clients and stuff like that. So I have been trying to get some knitting in, and I think I have, but that is kind of where we are right now. So I am gonna catch you up on what I have done, and I do have one random finished object, and I also have a couple acquisitions, and I also have a spinning whip because I haven't done any spinning recently. So yeah, that is what I'm here to catch you up on. So the first object that I can talk about is my random one finished object, and that is a dishcloth. I just knit up a dishcloth last week, and it is in KnitPicks Dishie, and I think coral, if I remember correctly. And I just did the grandma's favorite dishcloth pattern or something on Ravelry. I can link my project page down below and you can see what it calls for. And I find that I've made some dishcloths in the past, and I think this one is a little bit bigger than ones I've done before, which sure, that's fine. I just like doing them kind of for fun, and it's like a nice mindless project. And I did mine without holes, so you do a reverse yarn over, which was the first time I've ever done that, and it took me a second to figure out how to do it. I had to watch a YouTube video because I was still getting holes even though I wasn't supposed to. So yeah, that is this guy. It's really bright and it makes me happy. And I have another one that is on the needles, and I ran out of yarn from this ball, and I know I have one, like a second one somewhere, so I just need to find it and then I can finish it off. And then if I have any leftovers, I have some gray Dishie that I will just finish the ball off with. So that was a nice quick object to work on. And then what I like to do is I like to wash them. It kind of helps zhuzh the fibers in place, and I'll just stick it in the wash with the rest of my laundry. So that is this one. It's just so squishy and it makes me happy, especially after the past week or so that I've had. So that is my first and only finished object for the week. All right, so the next object that I can get into my whips. The first one that we can chat about is this guy. This is the Hermione's Everyday Sock pattern by Lueder, and it's knitting up really nicely. I'd say that it's pretty even, kind of like the last one. I feel like that is a little bit of pulling, but it's on the back of the sock and it's a sock, so it's really no big deal to me. And last week I was just like right before I transitioned into the leg, and I have done most of the leg. I have like literally 2 more rows left, and then I will start the heel, flap, and gusset, and I will do the called for heel in the pattern, which is the Eye of Partridge heel, but I will do the one without the garter stitch edge. So I'll just do a normal Eye of Partridge heel. So yeah, nothing to say about this one. I found, I think I remember talking about this last episode, that the magic loop for some reason makes it feel like it's going by faster, even though I have to like pull the cable through and all this sort of stuff. So that's what's going on with this one. But yeah, also another happy make, and just love all the pretty speckling. This is NoDa sock from Queen City Yarn Co. in their cheap seat colorway. So that is that one. And I actually took a look on their website over the past week, and if you search for the colorway, it is on their website, but it says that it's sold out, so I'm not sure if you would have to get it custom ordered or whatever. So yeah, not sure if it is still available or not, but otherwise really happy with the yarn and just how it's knitting up. And that is my first object. All right, and then my second object is my test knit. I have not split for front and back yet. I am a very bad tester this time around, unfortunately, but sometimes life just gets in the way, and that's okay. But since the last time you saw this guy, I was all the way down here, so I've made a decent amount of progress, and this is the Chloe sweater, and it is a test knit for Woodland Knits. Her name is Liv, and I am knitting it up in Nutiden, which is by Höner Air, from Sweden, Norway, and they come in these plates, and I'm doing mine in Tålmodig, something like that, and it is a like brick red color, and I have wound up another ball like the size of my head. And what I have found that's been kind of helpful is that I wind it up already double stranded, so I don't have to be dealing with two balls of yarn at the same time, and that has been working and made it a little bit easier to deal with. But otherwise, still chugging along. I should have about, let's see, like 5 more centimeters to go, and I might knit a couple extra centimeters just to kind of offset the extra length on my split hem that I did. So we will see how that goes. It's due on the 13th, and here we are on March 7th, so it's supposed to be done in 6 days. It's definitely not getting done in 6 days, but I want to at least get 2 sleeve separation by then. I feel really bad. This will be the first test that I haven't completed, but life just sometimes happens. So that is what we're working with, and it's really like, it's so light, and I really enjoy that, and I'm intrigued to see how it wears up and what it'll be like when I am finished and it's blocking and all these things. I really like what the ribbing is looking like right now, and I would say it's pretty even, so that the combination knitting seems to be working with the ribbing, and yeah, nothing crazy. I've woven in like my ends from the beginning, and yeah, nothing crazy. And when I just joined a ball, I just felt it together, and I really kind of enjoyed that process. That's made it feel a little bit less daunting in a sense. So yeah, that is this guy. Hopefully next week you'll see some actual change and not just a moved progress keeper. So that is this, and I think it'll be a nice object for next fall and winter, or any cooler spring days. But yeah, that's this one. Gonna try to keep on working on it as the weeks go on. So that's really all the knitting that I've done this week. I didn't touch my half and half wrap. I didn't touch my Sophie shawl. I didn't touch the Lighthouse Keeper pullover. I just needed something easy this week. So that is what I have done. And I did mention that I have a spinning whip, so I will show you that. I have that here. I want to show it very carefully. That is this guy. And this is the fiber that I have from Chameleon Fiber Co. in vintage. So spinning up half of the braid, and I'd say I'm about halfway done with the braid, and I've done it, I think I have only spun on this like 2 or 3 times this week, so I would say at least with splitting the braid it makes it feel like it's going by faster. And I'll probably prep a couple bobbins to have the leaders on there. I've cut some leaders for the bobbins. But yeah, that is from Chameleon Fiber Co. and it is a 19 or 19.5 micron merino, and it's really soft, and we will see what I do with it. I thought I was gonna use an undyed merino to ply with it, but I think I might end up just maybe getting another merino that either has like that light blue or just like another color that's kind of seen in here that's a solid. I think that might be interesting to do, so we will see what ends up happening. So that's really all of my whips. That's been a pretty slow, just like progress week, which is fine. Some weeks are better than others. So I can go ahead and just chat about the acquisitions that I got. I have 2. So as seems like every week I'm getting Woolberry Fiber Co. yarn. So I have more Woolberry Fiber Co. and this is what it looks like. I feel like that's pretty color accurate. It is just like a very light bluey purple, and it is called Sunday Lilacs. I have 5 skeins of this, and it is in the Berry Natural. I think it's in the what was originally the newer base, but I saw today that Bethany is changing the new bases back, or she's changing the bases, and whatever that may be. So this one is 100% non-superwash, 20.5 micron merino. Not really sure how micron counts work. I'm not sure if it's the bigger it is, the softer it is, or the smaller, but it's soft, and that's what matters to me, basically. And yeah, it's not scratchy at all, and I think this is just a really nice colorway. I think it is flattering. We'll see. And I can't remember what I was gonna make with it. I should probably start using my Q on Ravelry a little bit more religiously, I guess. And yeah, I know I've put in a few more orders with Woolberry, so we'll see when those come in. And I also have some other pre-orders that I'm waiting on from like Explore Knits and Fibers, from Long Dog Yarn, and a couple others, but those probably won't be here for a little bit. But seems like Woolberry is really churning them out. So that is this guy, and yeah, I'm excited to work on this. I will stick it in my yarn cubbies, which was another productive thing that I did this week. I got the yarn cubby, like the 6 square shelf, and I put that together, and I put all of my Woolberry that has been like stashed away in different areas of our condo into a cubby, and now I can see what yarn I have. And I had some red yarn, I have some speckly pink peppermint bark yarn from Woolberry, and it'll help me know what I have and not buy too much, which is a problem sometimes. But I need to both like work through my stash, and I also want to kind of curate my stash a little more. So we'll see how that goes this year. I definitely don't want to be like overflowing with yarn, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's this guy, and just talk about other acquisitions. All right, and I have another acquisition from Little Fiber Co. from her mystery cookware club. And what I have gotten from her club is the fiber. You can, when it first started, you can either choose to get fiber or some sort of yarn. And since I want to work on my spinning, and I also want to work on just practice and different fibers, I thought this would be a really good opportunity. So this week I got the February one, and I can show a picture of like the inspiration or like theme from Little Fiber Co. But I will show this, and I will also put it in black and white. But I have this one, and it's just very February, and it's soft, and I am really intrigued to see how it'll spin up. I haven't spun up January's yet either, so that is this one. I won't talk about it too much in case anyone is waiting for theirs, but yeah, I'm excited to use the fiber. I have never done this fiber, but I also have only used merino, so any new fiber that I get from the club will be new to me, and that'll be really interesting to see how all these different fibers compare to merino for spinning and how that goes. So yeah, this is 23 microns, so again, don't know if that means it's rougher or softer, but it feels soft, and that is all that matters to me. So I just need to think about how I want to go about spinning all these fibers. I think I might kind of go with what I was thinking earlier last month, with maybe getting something that's coordinating, whether it is a solid or a natural, I guess depending on the tone of each of them, and applying them together, and that'll really be it. All of them will be solids, and that'll be really exciting too. So yeah, that is really it for this week. Nothing crazy. Yeah, it's been just a crazy work week and not a crazy knitting week, and maybe one of these days or months I will have a crazy knitting week and not a crazy work week. So that will be it for this week, and I will talk to you guys later. If you want to like and subscribe, you can. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week. Bye.